Aren't you?
I mean, okay, we never got to the story that I wanted to talk to you about. Marcus Luttrell is coming up, but I want to tell you about the story about I Am the Mom, a story of Christy Duffy, who took her 17-year-old daughter to the hospital in Michigan and saw a notice that was posted at the movie theater, at the hospital that said, parents, the nurse will have to have a 5 short-minute private conversation with your child.
No.
Well, that's what she said, and that didn't go over well. She said, I was there for an appointment with Amy. She hurt her foot, which makes dancing difficult, so we had to get it checked out. Amy's 17. I asked if this policy was in effect. If so, how could I opt out? The receptionist told me in new law, there's no opting out. Working to keep my cool, I said, I'm sure there is. She said, no, there isn't, at which point I asked if I needed to leave to go to urgent care center because I was not submitting my daughter to such a conversation. That didn't go well either. The receptionist closed the window. Almost immediately, the officer manager turned the corner and said, Mrs. Duffy, may I speak with you? She said there's a new policy that would allow children access to his or her medical records online, and the child would be allowed to block a parent from viewing the website. The nurse also informed my children that the doctor's office visit is a safe place for them to receive information about STDs, HIV, and birth control. Refusing to back down, Duffy then says she politely informed the office manager that no one would be talking to her child privately, and she asked how she may opt out of the policy before she returned to the hospital for her daughter's physical next month. Make sure this is crystal clear. What they want to talk to your child about is sex and drugs, maybe rock and roll even, who knows, without your input. Is it really such a stretch to imagine that a doctor who does not value abstinence before marriage would encourage your daughters as young as 12 to receive birth control? Is it really such a stretch to imagine a nurse telling a young boy, because he's a 12-year-old boy, and he's a boy, that she will give him condoms so he can be safe? No. We will not conform. This is Justina Pelletier, now going all across the country.